What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of the defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Makes the grab over the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. The inside, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll run it again. Finding open areas. Turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trying to get the edge on the right. Look out, he's got room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Knight. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Oh, they're after him. Caught near the sticks. It's Barker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Barker. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. Just keeps moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snaps it in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the
see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Runs through the tackle. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today.
Touchdown, Washington! Special teams proving to be special. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Pickett. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, better look out! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Pickett. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half. I
think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you were willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Perry. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense. To stop him.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Flushed out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Gets it to the back. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Escapes the pressure to his right. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off.
And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter steps. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He's got him. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. The toss to the right. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Huskies! He got a step and just dusted the field. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Southern came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Atlanta had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Barker. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Gonna swing it on second down. He wants to take the top off. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's Barker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This late in the game in the fourth quarter, they're in four-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab deep. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David.
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hoosiers have a lot of options on second and inches. Gives it on the option. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Snap to the back. Hard running there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The ball's free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the side.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try to get outside. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Washington right back to the line. A design run for the quarterback. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.